Right. You talk about, I mean, the way you guys started. Obviously, you started off nice. You had a good first quarter.
It just
back in the starting lineup.
It just was basically ball movement. I think that just me playing alongside of Gil, another guy that's able to attack and create for others. I think that opens up everything. I just think that first quarter was a little bit of everyone. There was helping out, scoring, and also playing good defense.
Was that part of the reason why Gil was able to get off the start that he did?
I don't know. I know I found him. I think I got both of my assists off of him that I had, and I just found him early, and I tried to just when he was open, just try to get him the ball so he could get into a flow. But other than that, he got his own shots off.
How nice was it to get this victory? I mean, just coming off.
Yeah, because usually when you come off a road trips, you usually come back. Usually the first quarter is like our third quarter, and then you usually pick it up in the second half. But it just feels good to get this win, after going out there on the road trip and coming back 1-3. It just feels good to get this, and now we got another one tomorrow, a big one tomorrow. So we're gonna try to get the one tomorrow against Milwaukee.
How tough is that to do, though? Coming off the 4 on the West Coast, play this one, then have to go right back out again.
I think it's tough, but I think it's more your mindset. You got to be ready. Like, as soon as you get in, you got to get some rest. You just got to prepare yourself mentally all day tomorrow. And when you get out there on the court, you just got to play hard. You got to burst it out the first 5 minutes.
What's the biggest problem that they present as a team for you guys tomorrow night?
They play hard, and they play well at home. They try to take away your first option. But I think with Gil, Karan, and all them guys, Antoine, we got more than one option. So it's gonna be a good game tomorrow.
Randy, finishing's been one of the problems. This was a pretty strong fourth quarter. You guys got off to an 18-9 start. Can you just talk about the fourth?
Earl played really well. Obviously, Gil played well. But I just think that, we moved the ball well and we kept them guessing in the fourth quarter. And we made our free throws when the games were close.
Was that wholesale sub at 8:08? Is that something you guys can look back on in a few weeks maybe? As something
that's something we have to learn from. We started off lackadaisical. Coach saw it, and he took us out. So we got to learn from it.
Usually the most important, part of the game. The beginning of the game and the third, and we wasn't giving it, and so the second unit had to come in and do something.
You joked about the struggles you had in this building, especially the last 3 games. I hear that you want to come back. That's true. Let's talk about how you found the rhythm.
I just kept the confidence that I had, going, coming from the West Coast, and all it takes is a couple games, to get somebody's spirit going, and I found it on the West, and I'm just, trying to, keep it going.
Talk about the rhythm that you had with Karan there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we played off each other, me, him, and Earl. We all did well. Brennan rebound, Twan, got to the free throw line, Karan hit the layup, and then I hit him with the back door. He got the dunk, and, from there, we just made plays.
It's been a progression for you, though, from the beginning of the year up until now. I mean, do you feel like you're getting back to being Gilbert again?
I feel a lot better, than I did at the beginning, the rhythm, the dribbling, in the lane, just moving without the ball, it's all coming back.
What were you thinking as you guys were sitting on the bench in the third quarter?
I just felt like, we basically gave up on our team. As a starting unit, we didn't come out and, give 110% like, that second unit would have if they would have started. So, you can't complain. We were the people out there, not giving the energy. So, Earl and them had to come in there and, play well.
You just had 4 on the road. You come back, get a win, but now you got to go back.
Usually, when you're on a road swing, come back home. Usually, they always say that first home game is usually like a road game too. So right now we're just basically playing on the road.
How tough is it to go back out now?
That's why you just assume you're just playing on the road. Just a whole bunch of road games until we get home and we sit here for a while.
Last question.
You had some crucial free throws at the minute 11 left. Was that a relief off of you to get those down?
I mean, ever since I got on the West, Sammy been saying I've been shooting about 80-some%. So, that just felt good. I had to change up my routine a little bit, and from there I just been hitting the shot.
What's the new routine?
I spin it 3 times, dribble 3 times, and shoot it.
That third quarter and foot kind of literally changed the whole thing around.
I have no comment on that.
What angered you the most? I mean, you went over and
I have no comment on that.
Can you talk about the team's fourth quarter performance?
We did good. We put a way of us playing an up and down game, and guys, the most important thing, we wanted to win. We put what happened previously in the third quarter behind us, and we played together as a group and made it tough for them defensively. And Gilbert had a phenomenal quarter there in the fourth, and Earl did too. So
those two guys really did a good job with Karan carrying us in the fourth quarter offensively, and defensively the most important thing was getting back in transition and you know, making them have to take tough shots and making them have to run the plays and you know, make buckets that way.
No, we started moving the ball. And you know, playing both sides of the floor, and I mean everybody's getting involved. Got out in transition, and collectively we found some team continuity in the fourth quarter. I think we saw what the second group was doing, you know, and obviously it was working. You know, fed off their momentum and energy and brought it in the fourth quarter the same way.
How'd you stick with it? Because it looked like you missed like 6 of your first 7 or something. Like a pretty rough night.
I mean, you know, it's frustrating at times, but you just, you know, you got to remain positive. You got to, you know, stay with it. You know, you got to be mentally tough in this game. You know, things not always going to go your way. You're not going to get the calls. You're not going to, you know, get a lot of things that you want, but you just got to stay with it somehow, some way, grind it out, and eventually, you know, it'll turn, and that's what happened.
What was a turn for you tonight, that dunk? Seemed like you got extra pumped up about it.
I was excited, you know, trying to get the crowd back into it and, you know, feeding off that energy, you know, so that was just one of those things, you know, and hopefully we get another win tomorrow and, you know, get some good karma and momentum going on around here, because we definitely need it, and, you know, this is the time, you know, it's a big stretch for us.
What about that tomorrow night? I mean, Bogut and that crew and the way they play at home, I mean, it's kind of a tough challenge for you.
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of energy, you know, playing some real fast basketball, a lot of pick and rolls, and, you know, something that we're going to have to go over and film, you know, and really prepare for. But it's definitely a challenge. You know, night in and night out, we continue to have challenges, and, you know, we got to step up to the plate and, you know, assert ourselves and be ready.
What were you thinking with Flip? Yanked you guys with like 4 minutes into the third quarter?
I was thinking, man, you know, when we go back in, just got to, you know, play with more energy, play with more effort, and, you know, try to find a way to win the game. You know, when this not personal. You know, this when things happen like that and you make adjustments and win the game, you know, it's not personal. You know, everybody's trying to get the same goal. They're trying to win games. So if a coach do that, that's, you know, discipline. You accept it, take the smack on the wrist, and you get prepared, you know, to get back out there and, you know, show what you're capable of doing. You know, you can't hold no grudges, can't be disappointed in nobody, because, you know, it's a mirror for that. You know, just get prepared and get back out there, and that's exactly what the first group did out there, you know, coming out in the third.
Talk about finding that rhythm with Gilbert, you guys playing off one another in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know, fourth quarter, you know, he was really looking, because he was penetrating and making things happen, and called me on the backdoor play, and, you know, he was getting to the paint, doing a lot of things, you know, doing what he do best, you know, drawing defenders and, you know, making plays and finishing the game. That's exactly what we needed, and thought he did a great job of that.